Alright everybody, how's it going and welcome. I'm Phase Dragon as always, and today I'm going to be starting a new series all about the long anticipated topic of mobility. Throughout this I'm going to cover all kinds of topics from specific maneuvers, like bullet jumping and rolling, to more abstract topics of when to fight and when to retreat. Today, as an introduction, I'm going to talk a little bit about what your mindset should be when you're trying to get good at mobility. So, how do you go about this? Well, one of the key points is that you can't really think of this like a first-person shooter. First-person shooters cover a wide range of balance, mobility, time to kill, objectives, and varying levels of teamwork. But for pretty much all of them, your aiming is going to be far more important than your mobility. In these games, your movement is a tactical choice of simply where to be, rather than something that is used to augment your combat. Some have some interesting mechanics like rocket jumping, or air strafing, or even wall running, but for the most part, those are, again, just side elements that get you from point A to point B, and using them in combat can be pointless. Warframe, however, is extremely dependent on movement, to the degree that it very heavily affects how skilled you are. You really can't do well without movement. In fact, because of how mobile it is, I feel that Warframe takes more inspiration from dogfighters than it does typical shooters. In the wide range of dogfighters, from the futuristic space combat of Freelancer or Elite Dangerous, to the skies of Battlefield and War Thunder, the key to getting good is how well you fly. Evasion, awareness, and prediction are key, with aim being a fairly small side element that of course helps, but is not as big of a part at all. And that's where Warframe comes in. Warframe is a beautiful blend between the two, dogfighters and shooters, offering a game that takes the skills from both and creates a completely unique experience untouched by anything else. Requiring both movement and aim creates some of the most dynamic fights possible, and a skill cap so high that it could be compared to the days of Unreal Tournament or Quake. What I mean to get across is that basically, if you aren't in the air, you are limiting yourself by orders of magnitude. You cannot think of it like a common shooter. Limitations set by walls and elevation mean nothing. You need to think of it like a three-dimensional space that you can go to every single point of, and you should never be limited by the two-dimensional space of the ground. Only when you master this will you master Warframe's movement system.